Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This is GameChangerX and we are playing more Red Dead Redemption.
You want to
Let's
go
see
hunting?
what Hosea
What are you
has to say.
hunting? An elephant?
I wish. No, I saw a huge
That's a sniper
bear,
rifle.
one of the biggest I ever saw. I reckon nearly 1,000 pounds.
1,000
God.
pounds.
But you need me to come with you.
Of course. Let's go.
Where are we heading exactly?
Up near the Dakota River. Might take a day or two.
I could do with a break from this place.
Oh, me too. It's been a rough couple of weeks. You need anything?
I don't think so. I got all I need.
Let's go then.
I got all I
You still ain't
need
replaced
myself.
Hosea?
Nah, I miss her. She was quite a horse. This one's okay, but ain't no Hosea.
I've been meaning to offload this big Shire horse for a while now. Unruly bastard.
Where'd you get him?
Some big, loudmouth bastard tried to rob me and was out riding, so I... Well, you know how it is.
I see.
Let's take him to Valentine. It's on the way, sorta. There's a decent dealer there. We'll unload him, you could buy yourself a new horse. Put your saddle on him, let's get going.
I was happy with my old horse.
But I do kind of like this horse.
There's nothing wrong with two horses, and the stables always have the best ones.
Well, I guess you're right.
This is gonna be fun, Arthur.
You won't throw me?
No, he's an angel, if I'm near him.
Nasty little look in his eyes.
Oh, don't be rude about this magnificent creature.
Nasty look in his eyes. Let's
Okay,
pat him
see
a
if you
little
can get
bit.
your leg over that brute. Come on, he's not
Every
that
animal
bad
likes patting
all
or
the time.
petting.
Easy, big
Oh
fella.
man, he is
All
big
right,
in
let's head
size.
into town. No bar fights, please. I heard about that.
I'll do my best.
We're heading out. Might be gone a couple.
Where are we going? Yeah, that always bothers me. That even when we are close to where we wanted to go, it doesn't take up that red mark.
Some beautiful saddles. I used to have a real nice one.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Got stolen outside that saloon in Deer Creek.
Ah, I remember now. Just about. That turned into a long day.
Yes. Remember? Mac went crazy, threatened to kill the whole town. And Davy was passed out so cold we left him there, came back in the next day, and he woke up, started right back drinking again.
They have some story.
I miss those boys.
Jenny, too. She had some spot, that girl.
It must be pretty hard on Lenny. You could tell he was sweet on her.
Well, Lenny and Jenny could never have worked. That's like Arthur and Martha, or Bill and Phil.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Does feel a bit like our luck died with them, too.
Nonsense. We'll be all right. Just need some money to get back on our feet.
I hope so. You found a way to offload those Cornwall bonds yet?
Not yet. They're still very hot. Need to be done right. I have a couple of leads I'm looking into. Don't let that big bastard get the better of you there, Arthur.
He's all right. Hello. Yeah, that's it, boy.
So L3 to calm your horse. They get agitated if they're
Tables are
near.
just up ahead.
Will be available to collect in this table. Okay. So they get agitated if they're near
Go sell
predators
that big brute.
or if they are getting shot at.
Buy yourself a horse.
Okay.
I'm going
Let's
on
buy
to
a
the
new
general
horse.
store. Get a few things to lure that bear out with. Meet you back here in a bit.
Hey, how can I help you?
I'm in the market for a new horse. Something strong and fast.
Yeah, well, you're in the right place. I got some beauties in at the moment. Yeah. And what about this one here? Yeah, you looking to sell?
I ain't sure yet.
You got papers?
No. No papers.
Well, of course, that's gonna affect what I can pay. But your luck's in. I got a fella who's been looking for a decent workhorse like this for a while. He'll pay a good price. Otherwise, I can always stable them here for you. Here, take a look.
I don't plan on keeping multiple horses. I'm going to buy one horse and ride only him or her. Basically, make the bond with one horse. That's Morgan. Why it's Morgan? It's the same surname. This one has really low speed. This one a little higher. I think this will do. American standard bread is, oh man, this costs like 450. Not higher speed, but acceleration is a little higher. This is a named horse, Ardennes. We bought the American standard bread. That's
All right, partner. You got yourself a
more
deal.
than enough for us.
And a
This is a
fine new
beautiful
horse.
horse.
I hope so.
Well, I don't sell anything other than good animals. You have my word on that. All right, let's see. Here are your papers. And on me, a new grooming brush and some treats.
Appreciate it.
All right, you treat this fella well. I know he's gonna look after you just fine.
Horsey one, we named him.
You
So
happy?
let's pat him a little
I
bit.
guess we'll see.
Which I'm pressing the pat button. Oh shit! Wrong button! Oh no.
Easy, girl. Easy.
Hop on up
You're
there. Let's go.
okay.
Okay, let's calm him down. Let's pat him down. Yeah, I didn't want to hit you, Horsey one.
Easy, girl.
You won't know till you get in the saddle.
Shut the fuck up, Hosea. Okay.
Take it easy there.
Yeah, I patted him enough. Let's get on. He's still a
It's
bit
all right,
agitated.
girl.
All right, let's get going. We got quite a ride ahead of us.
Lead the way. So, what's this lake we're heading for?
It's called O'Creagh's Run, up in the mountains east of Cumberland Falls.
Oh shit,
I
we
just
don't
hope
have
I can
dresses for the
remember how to
mountain.
get there.
Back into the mountains. I sure didn't figure on that.
But this time, we're doing the chasing. So how are things with you and John?
Fine.
Ain't it about time you let it go now?
It was a year, Hosea. He ditched us for a goddamn year.
I've spoken to him many times. He knows he did wrong. He just wants to put it behind him.
I'm sure he does. Running off on that kid is one thing, but there's code. He knows that. He ain't Trelawney. Dutch and you pretty much raised him.
I know. But it's done. Has been for a while now.
Nobody else would have been welcomed back that easy after that long. And you know it.
Maybe. But please don't you put that to the test.
I never would.
So when there is a long way to travel, the game puts it into a cutscene. Not only that, it actually, when you have manual travel for a long distance, you can switch on cutscene, which will make your horse automatically
Okay. I think we need to head right
go to
up
the
here.
destination. And that's a good thing. The thing is, overall, after around 25 hours of playing, what I found is
Yes, I remember this place. Moonstone Pond. We're going the right way.
the game is quite glitchy, and you will see in later episodes that it has given me quite some problem in places where it won't let me draw gun, or it will by default assign some gun that I don't want to
Good.
use.
We made it. Let's loop around the other side. Look there. Rabbits. Maybe we should catch one to cook.
Sure. Try and shoot one.
You don't want to use anything too powerful on a small animal like that. Just ruin the meat. Best thing's a bow or a 12.
We don't have a 22 caliber varmint
I
rifle.
have hunted rabbit.
Okay, let's track it down and shoot it.
With a shotgun, if I
We are
remember
having
right.
rabbit meat tonight.
Go.
So yeah, as I was saying, I didn't expect a Rockstar game to be this buggy, right? Especially the character handling. Morgan handles like a truck, basically. You know, obviously it's very realistic, but realistic is not fun always. And to tell you the truth, I'm not having as much fun as playing the game. I like the story, I like the overall open world, but you'll see here, as soon as I go back with the rabbit, the game actually wants me to start doing the next thing
Camp here.
without dropping the rabbit.
Well, then you get it set up.
I'm thinking like, shouldn't I put it on the horse? Finally, I did what the game asked.
Cook that rabbit then. They're delicious on an open fire like this.
Fine by me.
Somehow the same thing happens for a gun, in the sense, by default it will assign some guns to you, and you may not like this. Like I have, later in the game I have several guns, and it will never by default assign the good guns. Sometimes it assigned, like once it assigned sort of shotgun, when all I had was enemies to shoot which were far away. I didn't have any other guns. So this whole mechanics of you leave your gun on your horse, it sounds good, but it does not play good. We could have done without that very
You
easily.
want some of this?
No, I'm fine. I don't like eating this late.
Okay. After all that.
So basically, Rockstar wants you to play this game exactly at a certain pace. And if you try to do anything else other than that pace, it will break your
We
immersion.
better get some rest.
Bugs show up, and
Be up at
is
first light to find this monster.
we'll find that monster, Hosea. Okay, let's go to sleep.
He better be worth all this drama.
Yeah, that's what I don't like, when developers, they decide this is the way this game should be played. It's like it takes away from the immersion, and it also makes it very restrictive.
You ready?
Oh, give me a minute.
Coffee?
Sure.
There you go.
So, what's your plan?
Well, we'll see if we can track him, but we might need to lay bait to draw him out. Bears like fish, obviously, but they also have a sweet tooth. A lot of fellas bait then shoot from the trees, but I prefer to hunt on the ground. More dangerous, but we'll have a much better chance of getting a good shot in. And if he bolts, we can start right off after him. Can you mix up this bait for me while I finish packing this up? Fish, berries. Now tie it up in that rag when you're done.
I hope you know what you're talking about.
I
So
grew
we are
up
making some bait. Potent predator bait. Okay, let's do it.
in the
They have
mountains,
both the
Arthur.
ingredients.
I was virtually weaned on bear meat.
Okay, I think I got this done.
Good. Pack up and we'll get going.
Let's go.
What's the hold up here? Okay, let's go.
So if you pick up this game, it will take you hours to get used to the control, because there is a weight to the control
we go.
that's not very typical.
We'll try our luck down by the water. That's where I saw him last.
Okay,
Like
How's that horse treating you?
so far so good.
You know, I was in this area with Bessie years ago.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that. I imagine you still miss her.
Every day.
Did you two ever think about getting out of the life?
We did briefly. You don't remember? Guess you were still young. Didn't last long. I drifted back into it. She understood. She knew what I was.
I remember you not being around for a while, but well, things were looser back then.
Truth is, there's never really any getting out. And staying in, it's hard. You know that. But Bessie and I made it work. Why? You thinking about getting out?
Me? No, of course not.
No, of course not.
If Dutch's grand plans work, and we can make enough money to go someplace new, really new, maybe we can all have a new start. Anyway, for now, let's try and chase ourselves a bear, shall we? Let's look by the water here, see if he's been fishing again recently. Look for tracks.
The world is made really beautifully. Really love that. Really love the open world. It's made with so much love, care, and details.
Well, there's some paw marks here, Hosea. They sure look big enough.
Good. Let's hope it's him. Can you... Which way he went?
This way.
Yeah, we already tracked a lot of animals by this time. It should be easy to track this thing.
Tracks. Go into those trees.
Okay, it goes there. And for all this cleverness, the game is not really clever with when it shows what kind of tips. You saw that just after I did use L3, L3, it showed me that
Come
tip.
on, see if there's anything else.
I think that the biggest problem with this game is they tried doing animation for everything, like to make it realistic. That's why it feels realistic, but as a game, when you are trying to make people have fun playing the game, it kind of falls short on that.
There's shit here. Watch your step.
There's
Real
shit
fresh.
here.
Reckon he's got to be close.
Let's keep going.
Voice acting is top notch.
Damn it. Looks like the trail ends here. We lost him?
For now. A little optimism, Arthur.
Well, what do you think?
I think we split up and each look.
Either that or we could place bait here.
That could
Yeah,
work.
we shouldn't
Which you
split
think?
up when there is a huge bear. I don't have a rifle like you, so we'll use bait.
Let's bait here.
We'll let you
Fine by me.
shoot that.
Let's leave the bag over there. By those
Okay.
boulders up ahead, looks like a good spot for it.
Okay, let's place the bait.
Now we wait.
He has the gun. What do I have? I have a revolver only.
1,000 pounds, you say?
More or less. Big scar down his face. Hey, did that bait look okay to you?
I think so. You're the expert.
Ready with your gun there?
I'm good. You okay? You seem nervous.
So do you. I'm fine. Let's just take a look at that bait.
Oh,
Sure.
he is doubting us that we have not put the bait correctly.
Come on.
We
He
only
wants us
just
to
said
go
it,
also.
Hosea.
I know, but we need to do this right. Give me a hand here. Got your knife? Shit.
I knew that's going to happen. You set a bait and after that you don't go to inspect it. It's like It's like when you light a firecracker and it does not burst, and you never go to check it because it will definitely burst in your hand or when you go close to it.
You're fine, old
You went
man.
hiding?
Of course I'm fine. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
Thank you, I think.
That's it.
That was fun.
You know what, Arthur Morgan? I'm a little old and beaten up to be after the biggest game. You can have this.
What is it?
It's a map. A man in a bar gave it to me. Well, I stole it from him, but that's another story. He said it told him where to find some real big animals.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. You saved my life, Arthur.
And
I think
that's
I'm
that.
going back to camp to lick my wounds. You coming, or you gonna track that monster?
No, we are not
No?
ready to track that monster. So we'll go
Coming
with
or not?
Hosea. So with that, this episode is
I'm
done.
going with
Hopefully
you.
you guys are liking
get
these
going, then.
short and sweet episodes. We'll keep them coming and we'll keep watching. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And I'll see you with the next episode of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Let's see if Dutch gives us any crap about disappearing like that. I don't need another "we gotta be out there making money" speech.
We were just out scoping a lead. He doesn't need to know it was a big furry one.
Yep,
Well,
really.
Thanks, Arthur. I probably owe you one.
Don't worry about it.
GameChangerX.
I need
Oh,
to head out
I had
to
so much
Ranch
trouble
to
because I
look
rode
into something.
the horse into the camp. I will cut it out.